Welcome, my full moon Aries Yin Yoga practice. And it is a special time of year where just so much things have been releasing with us and letting go of the old and inviting actually new energy. And Aries energy is fiery and bold and full of drive. And it can feel quite tense, actually, and especially with the full moon, right? It's like a full moon brings up a lot of our emotions. And Yin Yoga is perfect for this practice to help us release, cool, and soothe the balance, to balance that fire within us and creating that space for calm and clarity. Oh, I hope you enjoy this practice. Be mindful if this practice is right for you. If you are expecting, please consult your doctor. If there's any physical issues that you have, again, consult your physician. Otherwise, enjoy the practice. Really just take in time, find what's going on within you. And the other thing I'd like to mention is that I'll just pacing it, like each section, each pose for about a minute, but you can do it longer. So if you want to pause or just stay a little longer in each pose, then you go ahead and do that, okay? This is like a shorter version of what I usually teach with my clients and students. So enjoy this practice. So get yourself comfortable. If you want to sit on a bolster, I'm just sitting flat on the mat. If you need extra cushions or other blocks to help you, you can have them ready so you can pause. And sometimes blankets underneath, placing underneath is helpful. Anything that you might need, if you have any issues like with your knees, maybe you want to put a little padding underneath when we go onto our knees. Otherwise, let's begin. So coming into a sitting position and just allow yourself to rest your eyes and then start to focus in noticing how you're feeling, how your energy is. You might be noticing with the full moon energy coming up, being in it. Usually we feel it a few days before and after. There's that fiery energy that we were talking about. And you could feel an urge to want to do things, get things done, being aware of your impatience. And also restlessness possibly. And the whole thing about this practice is you really want to just learn how to have a steady fire going, a steady pace. And let's connect this with the breath, just noticing the steadiness of your breath, just noticing your breathing as it is, and that belly breath, as natural as it is, without actually just doing anything to notice. And you can always place your hand on your belly if you want to feel a deeper connection, even the warmth of your hand. And I'll be asking you to bring your attention around your solar plexus, is where we do have our source of power. And we fire that up, but also cool it down as we want to just regulate this energy. And I'll ask you to invite inhaling through the nose and slowly exhale out. Just resting, softening into your face and into your shoulders. Again, breathing in through the nose, rising up through your spine, and then exhale, soften, dropping down as you rest your shoulders and feel yourself rooting down through your sit bones. Connecting that ebb and flow of breath, your rhythm. And bring your palms together in prayer position at your heart center. And take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Your intention can be, what is your manifestation? What is your intention for this season? What is it that you are letting go? What is it that you are bringing in, inviting in, firing up? And sending gratitude for this practice, or honoring your inner fire, your inner warrior, the Aries energy. Taking a deep breath, inhale, rise up with your palms. Expand out, give yourself a good stretch. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in. And exhale out. One more. Expand and release. And draw your fingertips to the side and just bring your head down, and let's roll to one side to the other. Breathing in and exhaling out. Just releasing any of the tension in the neck. And come up, bringing your hands onto your shoulders and roll them back. Great. I'm going to ask you now to come onto child pose. And child pose offers a beautiful way to connect, to nurture. It's comforting, and it allows you to feel safe and grounded and to be felt held. So this will come in. You can open up the knees a little wider. Like I said, you can place something underneath your knees, resting your forehead onto your palm, and taking a few deep belly breaths, expanding out through the breath. Again, breathing in, exhaling out. Continue to connect to the in-breath and the out-breath, feeling the release and the softening in the lower back as you exhale. Noticing how you expand through the ribs and the belly when you inhale. And start to connect with your inner fire, your inner being. Allowing yourself to see really what's going on within you and to feel it and release it. Taking a deep breath. Inhale as you rise up, slowly coming out of child pose. We're going to just stretch out a little bit in downward dog. Coming into tabletop, tuck your toes underneath, and gently just to start to release in the hamstrings before we go into our next pose. Just find that nice release. So the next one we're coming into is dragon pose. So for some of you that have not done this before, you can basically start off with on your knees and you bring your foot on the edge of the mat and both of your palms are facing in the center and your foot is flat. Now from here, I just sort of want to do a little warm up, stretching to the front and the back a little bit. And then from here, you can put your foot a little bit, you'll see at an angle, bring the knee out. I'll show you on the other side just so that you get an idea. So coming out, and we want to drop the hips back. I'll drop them down. Place your hand on your knee and rotate. So you're getting a really good outer thigh buttock stretch, a nice release in the lower back, opening up into the inner thigh. And there's no need to push as you welcome the ease of your journey. So you can say, I do not need to push myself. I welcome the ease of my journey. Affirmations really help to know where you're going. Breathe into the inner thigh, keeping that heart space open. As we start to really open up into the chakras, the base of the spine, all the way up in the solar plexus, heart, take a deep breath. Inhale. You could hold it a little longer if you like. And we'll switch to the other side. Once again, rocking front to back. And just take your foot, bring it out a little bit to the edge, 45. Bring your knee out. And then as you can see, I rotate, twist to the left, dropping down. So no forcing, just allow as you exhale to really soften into the inner thighs. If some people have trouble with the wrist, you can always put extra pillows on top or cushions. And just come into a nice deep belly breath, always connecting back to the breath once you're in position. You want to hold this at least for a minute or longer. And give yourself time to notice what you are resisting in each position. And can you soften and breathe through the resistance? Take a deep breath, inhale, And exhale, slowly coming back. And just sit back for a moment, loosen up your wrists. So the next pose that we're going to come into is shoelace. And it's a beautiful pose to do to release different sides of feeling the release of the fire within and the calm. And you can find peace within this intensity. So you come onto your back and you're going to take your right leg and cross it over. And you want to basically stack one knee on top of the other. Now, for some of us, maybe just drawing the knee in towards the chest, breathe in, might be more than enough. For some, we might grab a little bit wider. And then for some of us, might grab our ankles. So you really need to know what feels right for you, as I'm not with you. But even when I'm guiding my students, I always ask them, please listen to your body. And let's take in another breath. Let's breathe in and exhale, drawing in towards. So you're drawing in the knees towards you. And this allows you to get the circulation going, massaging the organs as well. And just noticing the intensity and releasing through the breath, feeling the calm. As you really notice the ebb and flow of the belly breath. Getting also a great outer thigh stretch. This is excellent for the digestive system. So if you do have any digestive issue, sometimes the extra stress and fire in the body needs to relax a little bit more. And this helps so much. Taking a deep breath, release, and bicycle your legs in the air. Bring your feet down for a moment and allow yourself to settle, just to notice the sensations that you feel from one side, the heat that builds up on one side. I felt it on the right side, and how one side is kind of hasn't opened up yet. We haven't heated up yet. So now let's take the left leg on top, crossing over, knee on top of the other, and also be aware of what does it feel like on the other side, because one side's usually more open than the other. Taking a deep breath, breathe in, draw your knees into your chest. So maybe let's begin with that. And then you could just stay like this. Some of us will come a little wider. And this will, you will feel it on the left side, the outer buttocks. So how do we balance our Aries energy, right? The full moon. How do we balance that out? When we work on one side and the other side, it gives us time to notice what we need, what we have to release. Take a deep breath, inhale and exhale, release, bicycle in the air. And then slowly come up. As we come into Sphinx pose. So Sphinx pose, you come right onto your belly and bring your shoulders right under, your elbows right underneath your shoulders, and spread your fingers wide. And kind of, I like to just do like a little wiggle on my pelvic floor just to really settle the lower body. Taking a deep breath, breathing in and exhaling out. So as we open up, this is a beautiful pose. Sphinx pose is a great pose to start to open up the solar plexus, open up into the heart center. And some of us might want to go into seal pose. So we push up, draw the shoulder blades back. This is quite a lot more intense, firing up into the first, second, and third chakra. So stretching, you can really feel between the solar plexus and the belly, the expansion. And this helps you to stretch and release that fire. It gives us the courage with compassion, right? So having compassion for ourselves and what we can do, giving us peace and patience. Right? Some of us might need to go down onto the forearms. That might be more than enough, especially if you're not used to holding this space. Now maybe you could just relax your thighs and your buttocks so you can sink deeper. This is a great heart opener as well. What is rising? What are you feeling? What are you noticing? It's also noticing the resistance you might feel if you get a little tired. Can you hold this space? Do you have the courage to hold this space for yourself? Taking a deep breath, breathe in. You're going to slowly take your time. Walk your knees back and just a little counter pose, child pose to release in the lower back. Just for a moment. And then as you slowly rise up, we're going to turn and come into spinal twist, lying onto your back. And let go of, this is a great pose to let go of what weighs you down, right? So we're releasing into what weighs you down. You can bring your arms out so you have a bit more space. You can, taking a deep breath, breathe in, and then exhale. Bring your knees all the way to one side. Taking a deep breath, inhale, exhale, rotate, and turn your head to the other side. Spinal twists are a way to wring out what no longer you need, right? It's just like you're releasing the last bits of elements within you that It's kind of like wringing out the dirt within us, the toxins within us. And with each exhale, can you soften and open up? This gives you this opportunity for the fire air energy to move through the body. Just continue to release. Feeling that release all the way down from the shoulder down to the lower back. Taking a deep breath, inhale, rise up, bring your knees into your chest. And inhale, exhale, come to the other side. And turning your head to the opposite direction. You can either keep your arms out. I like to place one on my knee to get a little bit extra extension. This creating this space to slow down. When we slow down, we have time to evaluate what we need, how to use our energy. Fire energy can make us reactive. So if you have a practice to be grounded and use this in the right direction, you can channel it, speak from the heart. Taking a deep breath, inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Just rocking side to side, massaging the lower back and the spine. And then rolling over to one side, taking your time as you push up. We come into butterfly pose. So this is a time where maybe you might take a blanket and prop it underneath to sit if you feel like that your spine rolls back. Grabbing your feet. And some people like to stack like cushions and pillows on top if you want to do more restorative. Coming into a nice deep breath, breathing in and exhaling out. So I can repeat in myself. In stillness, I dissolve, right? I dissolve and I discover my strength and I surrender as I find renewal. I love that. I surrender as I find my renewal. Start to just notice the thing about coming into butterfly pose is some of us have a tendency to force things to happen. And this allows you to soften, let go, as we said, surrender. And the more you just let it happen, letting the upper body, the gravity take its direction as it just slowly descends without doing anything. This allows you to feel your inner thighs open, soften into the shoulders, soften into the face. Breathe out and enjoy.
Breathing in a few more times. Notice what comes up, what arises. Forward bends, the more patience you have, you can take your time with this one to open up. Taking a deep breath as you ground down through the base of your body, rising up, and exhale. Keeping your knees bent, let's just windmill the knees side to side. And we'll come to the final pose, Shavasana, where you can make yourself nice and comfortable. If you need to take a moment, pause the video, get anything that you need. This one you can stay as long as you want, and then finish your practice. But if you want to listen to guided relaxation, please stay tuned, stay listening, allowing yourself to feel the calm and the balance and the peace. So feeling the peace within myself and the renewal once again, feeling that. So just allow your feet to open up to the side, palms open up. Exhaling out. Resting your eyes. And you have nothing left to do but to really just enjoy the calmer harmony of the fire that has balanced out within you. Let's take a couple of minutes to lie here and really enjoy the peace that you feel throughout your whole body. Now you can stay here as long as you like, but as you gently start to move and connect to the breath, moving your fingers and your toes. Always take your time when you're coming out of Shavasana, as you want to keep this inner peace and harmony in the body as long as you can. It is always something that you can tap into when you need it. Drawing your knees into your chest. Rolling over to one side, cradling the body. Taking your time as you rise up. Maybe placing one hand on your heart center and one on your solar plexus. As you feel the calm, feel that balance. I am at peace with the world, with myself and the world. I'm at peace with myself and the world. And just notice the fire within, how it feels more balanced. Take this clarity into the days ahead as this full moon lights your path. I thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. And if you think this helps anyone that you know that would appreciate this, that will give them some peace and some way to manage this beautiful fire and Aries energy, then please share. And as you move forward, I ask you to move forward with courage, calm courage, and peace. So much gratitude and blessings. Namaste.